I'm going to walk you through the new feature that we built in where you can create your own multi-language exchanges. So I will just share my screen here. Engaging in multiple languages is a really great way to reach participants who may not have participated in your exchange otherwise. It's also a really nice way to have people feel more welcome if their first language isn't English. Just broadens your participant base, ensures that you'll get more diverse feedback. So I just wanted to show you quickly how to go through creating a multi-language exchange. And as you can see here, I'm in the create screen for that is hopefully familiar to many of you leaders on the call who've created your own exchanges before. The only difference that you'll see here is that we've added this languages tab. And if I click in here, since my exchange has not launched yet, I have the ability to, in addition to English, which is always selected, to activate French or Spanish, which are our two other fully supported languages. Or I can also toggle support additional languages to yes. This option here enables our ThoughtExchange web messaging application, which is supported with Google Translate to enable participation in over 100 additional languages. Virtually any language that's supported by Google Translate will be supported through the web messaging app when this feature is on. So again, these settings are available to you before you launch your exchange. So once the exchange is live, you're not able to add or subtract more languages. So you really want to get this right before you send your link out to participants. But when I've selected the languages that I want, all I have to do is click Save here. And then the difference that you will notice is when you go into the question and introduction section to write your question and introduction, you'll also have tabs for the other fully supported languages that you've selected. So here I've put in an example question and introduction, but I've also translated those just via Google Translate for the purposes of this call into French and Spanish as well. So it's as easy as that. With these other fully supported languages, you're able to come in and customize the language that you're using. So if there are regional variations where you are and how language is used, you can ensure that that's done just right and things are coming up perfectly for participants in French and Spanish. And when you're done there, all you have to do is hit save. So I'd like to also show you some changes we've made to the participant end, so just what it will look like for your participants when the exchange is live. So I'm going to launch my exchange here, and then I'm going to go in and participate in my own exchange. So what you see when you land here on the introduction page, where you get your preview of the question and the introduction text, is we've added this drop-down menu to change the language that I'm participating in. Which is great. It's a lot easier for participants to just select the language that they want to participate in. If my browser settings were in either French or Spanish, if that was my first language, that's what would appear here as a default. But since I'm set to English, I can choose to participate in either of those other fully supported languages, and I would see the text that I entered on that previous screen. But I also wanted to show you what that web messaging application looks like for participation in the Google Translate supported languages. So all I have to do for that is select the More Languages option here. I get a little dialog box that lets me know I'm about to launch the ThoughtExchange web messaging app. And I'll click Launch. So basically what we're going to see here is a text-based version of ThoughtExchange. Which includes the same preview of the question, that same introduction text as well. I get these few messages to start, but this one here lets me know that if I want to participate in a different language, all I have to do is enter the name of that language. So if I wanted to participate in German, all I would do is type German, and it'll translate for me, and I can participate in the language of my choice. So it's never been easier for your participants to share their thoughts in whatever language they choose, and the thoughts that they share in these other languages will be translated by Google Translate so that participants participating in English or French or Spanish or whatever language can see them, read them, understand them, and rate them. So that's really all there is to it.